Well, guys, we are finally live with Mr. Gustavo Moreria. Guys, this has been 3 months of me trying to get the man right here on a video blog. He's a huge character. So starting off, sorry for any curse words, any, politically incorrect things.
That's not fucking true.
You see, this guy is made for the camera.
No.
So just off the top, we're going to talk about how he's become a top producer, his life, how he, the real estate world, how it's treated him, his sales background, and a little bit about him so you can know more of the man, the legend, the crazy person. Again, if you have kids watching this video blog, make sure they tune out right now. So anyways, thank you, Gus. Thank you for being here. We're here in the Kendall office. What's up?
Nothing much, man. I just started doing this business about 4 years ago. I do have an appraisal background. Did that for about 12 years ago. I can't believe I'm doing it. Sorry, guys. I hate doing these things. But anyways, I've been doing this for about maybe a total about 16 years. Started doing real estate because a good friend of mine got me involved. Basically told me I can come back in the game and tear it the fuck up, and that's what I'm here to do. I sold about 120 something homes in the past 4 years. I basically try to do all my business, through marketing, Zillow. I don't know, just a lot of grinding, a lot of hard work, man. That's basically what I do.
And a lot of times, it's funny. Me and Gus know each other for a long time, so it's always great when you have somebody in the family that you've known for a long time. But what's a little bit of your background? What did you do before real estate?
Well, before real estate, I was an appraiser. I was in the business for about 12 years, and then obviously when the market went a little bit down south, I started working in the Norwegian cruise line. That actually was probably what saved my life on the phones, because if you really want to work and get on the phones and make dials and really dedicate yourself, that was probably the blessing in disguise. 150 dials a day, no matter what, 7 days a week, from 11 to 8 o'clock, guys. So when people tell me that they can't make dials, or they're too busy making videos or blogging about something, when they have not one sale under their belt, that's the first thing you got to start doing. That's what I did when I first started.
All right, and it's one of those things that it's funny, because this is a question I always ask. I was like, if you had one billboard to write, what would you write? But it's funny, you just got your billboard up now, right?
Yes.
This man's face, if you find it, don't draw mustaches, glasses.
If anything, just draw kneecaps so you can make it taller. That's it.
What would be your motto be on that billboard? And tell people what you wanted to put on your motto.
I was gonna say, when I'm not selling houses, I'm horny. But
that
guys,
one? No, not that one. Not that one. Guys, again, put the kids to bed, right?
Little guy sells big houses.
And that's it. That's what he will put on the bill. He has a bench ad, but now he'll put that on the Palmetto. So the next one is the Palmetto Expressway. Misty says what's up. Chris Ninja said what's up as well. They're all in there.
What's up, guys?
Okay, that's cool. Okay, you see, this is where I'm sure he's gonna get intense in it. I know the push buttons. What do you think about a lot of individuals in this world? And I don't only say in this business, in all types of businesses. There's nothing against those people, because I'm a big proponent of this, guys, by the way. But I want you to get other people's take. It's not always hoorah, hoorah. What do you think about the master marketers, the 10Xers that just talk about the 10X but don't show up? You were just talking about that.
Basically, again, I have an opinion of this is what works for me. I believe if you're reading a book and you're reading about 10X and you're reading all these things and posting this and posting that, to me, that's not going to help you sell. Because if my opinion is all they talk about is basically how you feel, how to be positive, they're not going to teach you guys to get on the phone and talk to Maria that lives on 137th Ave and Bird Road, or go to East Little Havana. This is a different type of market. I believe that it's cool to have some type of positive affirmation and feel good about yourself. But unfortunately, this business is not like that. This is basically the way you learn is the more you're in front of people, the more you put yourself in front of individuals. That's the way I learned. I didn't read a book. I literally got on the phones and started getting in front of people. And through trial and error, you start figuring out what works for you, your personality, what to say, what not to say. I'd rather have people read books on psychology and how to sell, instead of read this and 10X. Everybody's doing so many mainstream things that when you look at their numbers, zero. Like, I don't even get that. So here comes a guy, I've never posted a video, I've never done shit like that, and I'm here selling, I think in the 4 years, and I'm still humbled, and I know I could do better. That's the thing, I know I could do better. I sold over 30 million, and I'm still going. It's my 4th year, so my goal is to start averaging 15, 20 million a year. A book's not gonna help me do that. What's gonna help me do that is the work. Remember, guys, work beats talent, hard work, perseverance. All the newbies that are out there reading a freaking book, do what I used to do. Stay on Friday till 7 o'clock at night with my partner Carl, making calls on Saturdays and Sundays, not giving a shit that our friends are, wherever they're doing. And I'm 39 years old, so I started again this business at 35. I can't mess up anymore. So a lot of the time, everybody has their opinion. Whatever works for you, works for you. I'm not gonna, I know I'm gonna get a lot of backlash and a lot of stuff, but you know what? Until someone shows me something different, I want to speak what I think is proper. I've never seen top producers that sell 30, 20, 40 million a year, talking about this stuff. They're silent, they're working, and that's what you need to do. Just nobody needs to know about your life. Nobody needs to know that you're leaving at 10 o'clock at night. No one cares. No one cares. At the end of the day, I'm going to look at your video while I'm taking a shit and switch on to the next one. But it's the truth. That's how life really is. You have to worry about you. That's just my opinion.
So I'll jump in there, and I want to thank Carl for that question. He actually was like, hey, ask him this question. It was one of the reader submitted or viewer submitted questions, and he brings a good point, and I see it as well. I'm a proponent of reading. It's got me where I've gotten today, but I also know that out of the 10, let's just say I use 10 people that read books, 10 of them read all the books. They have the perfect marketing plan. They post an Instagram story and post every single day. Out of those 10, maybe 1 or 2 put in the work. And they expect that marketing thing is just going to be the saving grace. The majority of the people that post, and they'll put a great front, but they just don't put in the work. They think that that's going to be the vessel, and it's not. It's not. It's like everybody wants a magic pill, a diet. I want to lose 50 pounds by just taking a pill and never going to the gym. That's the exact same thing. And
what usually happens, and I'm telling you from experience, I've worked with people, when they're in front of a listing, they freeze. And I'm like, what happened to your book? I thought the book's going to help you. Like they freeze. They don't know what to say, So in my mind, I start thinking, okay, you're reading all this, which I get it, but that's not, obviously doesn't help if you can't close. You need to close. The point of this business is to close, not to have knowledge and not close anything. Think about it. There's no point of that. There's no point of that. So, that's just piggyback off that. And
it's definitely that. And again, I had this meeting with a friend of mine, and we were talking about it. It's like saying that, what do I need to do? This is a person, and I love him to death, and I'm sure he's watching this video now. And he's like, he's been one of these guys that's like, yo, I want to come back into real estate. He has all the knowledge. He has all the talent in the world. And it's just like, hey, I'm going to come back. And it's like, I'm going to work from home. And just like your team, that's the top, you've gotten people that weren't producers at all, or are producers somewhat, and now are very good producers in your team, and your group, and the autonomous group. Everybody tries to do real estate, and they agree with me here, and he forces upon these people, it's like, hey, I don't want you part of my team if you're not showing up. You're never going to be successful to the levels that you want to be if you're working from home. Is there a rare exception out of 100, maybe 1 or 2? And I'll use Rick Garcia, part of it, that he's successful that way. But he's not at home. He's on the street.
No, but he's disciplined.
He's disciplined, and he's a street. And out of 10 people, I could never be at home. I will turn on Facebook. I'll get on watching Netflix. And I'm a disciplined person. But I'll go on the PlayStation. I'll do something. I'll go play FIFA or something. But you can't do it from home. Be in the office every single day and get it done. Don't give yourself that cockamamie excuse that I could train myself to work from home. Show up, and that's a very good thing. So, Gus, and sorry for his curse words, and sorry for drinking so much coffee. Today's message by McDonald's. No, just kidding. Not yet. Tell us a little bit. You want to ask about that? No. Oh, wait. All right. So tell us a little bit. How has what? Oh, no.
Go.
Yes or no?
No. Go.
Okay. All right. So. One of the questions I wanted to ask, and we have, a lot of people here in Kendall office, and one of the things with your group, you've had a lot of people that weren't, as successful as they are now. Mm-hmm. You have very great individuals, Roger, Adelis, you have Chris, Curtis, Leslie. Yeah. What is your biggest thing for your team? How do you manage it? and what is your, like, if you can't do this, you're not part of, like, what is your, this doesn't fly with me, and what is what you must do, and what is it, how do you manage your time with a team of that many individuals?
Well, basically, I do things a little bit different. I don't babysit them. I think everyone here needs to know what they need to do. I don't need to wake up in the morning, send you a love letter telling you, oh my God, guys, today's the day. No. Grinding that should be in your blood. I don't wake up in the morning thinking about, oh, I need someone to tell me what to do. If you don't have it in you, you don't have it in you. The people that I work with are people that have it in them. They do it upon themselves. Basically, they know how I run. Like, they know how I work. I'm very to the point. I hate excuses. I tell them, every day I make myself available if they want to talk to me about something, if they want to ask me any questions about real estate, any objections that they have, anything to help them close. A lot of the time, I understand experience plays a part, but it's also confidence, and that's something I try to instill in them. Right now, Ideli's right now is tearing it up, and I'm throwing her out there because she is. Roger, Chris, they're stepping up to the plate as well, and when they ask me for questions, I sometimes tell them, think about what you're asking me, because some of them they don't listen to themselves, and if you listen to yourself, you realize you have your own answer. So I do things a little bit different than, I guess, I'm very hard on them. I try to communicate with them at least once in a while, once a week. See what's going on, see how I can help them. But they need to be self-efficient. That's basically the Ideli's right now, and Roger every morning are making calls. Every morning.
How'd you get them to get to? I mean, of course it takes. Listen, he could say the perfect book to these individuals or any individual that wants to do better in their career, and they don't have to follow it. How did you get them to be? But they have to have it in them. So he could say the best thing, but they have to have the hunger.
I showed him proof. I showed him what I've done when I first started. When I first started with Carl and a team, I got 17 listings. I don't know what the hell I was doing. That's why I'm telling you, people are full of crap when they come with the, I gotta do this. There's no steps. If you go, that's what you're gonna learn. I learned now. I mean, I wish, it sucks. Out of the 17, maybe I sold 5, but I have proof. So I started telling them, this is what I did. I was cold calling. So if you want to make money, the money's on the phone. I know it sounds cliche and it sounds like those movies, but it's the truth, man. You get on the phone, you're gonna make money. If the more consistent you are, the more repetition. It's like everything in life. Where you go to the gym, the more times you go to the gym, your body's gonna change. So what's gonna happen? You keep on calling and calling. You start hearing. I always tell them it's always the same objection. Either they hate the last realtor, they had it's always either hate last year's bad experience, and if they're overpriced for some reason, they're scared of realtors are scared of basically voicing their opinion. I've gotten listen with people on my team where they told us not to list with an agent, and I told them this is what you're gonna tell them. We get in front of them and we got in the listing. So remember, sellers are gonna sell you. They're selling you all the time. So I just try to I lost my train of thought, to be honest with you right now.
No, what I was thinking too while he's talking is how natural he is in this, and I've always told him the leadership. He came in here, bro, pops. I'll quote unquote pops. Listen, I'm coming in here to work on my thing, and just leave me to it. And he's been able. I knew what he had in him, and which he didn't know was the leadership, selflessness, and he has our top producing team right now. There's a few people on your tail though. Don't worry,
Not for long.
But that's another thing. I knew he would do good in these video blogs, and we'll do more of these. But how did you get, let's just say, a person like Roger or Adelis to call more? But like, how did you get them to be disciplined enough? I
drove them crazy.
That is the number one fear and the number one wall or roadblock that people have in this industry, and the reason they fizzle out or don't produce what they need to do. They're scared of the phone. They're scared of their cousins, their moms, their brothers, their circle of influence. They don't even want to call their circle. People they closed, they don't even want to call them back.
I'm sorry, with the circle of influence and everything else, I told them forget about those people, because friends and family, everybody knows a friend, they're the worst. I've never, when I started, I never called it my sphere. Listen, I'm just telling you what worked for me. But the way I tell them to cold call is when I show them the proof, I just tell them, be here every day at 9:30 in the morning. I gave them a schedule, morning or afternoon. I was at a call center for 5 years. So they're going to have to call from 10 to 12 or from 4 to 8. But the way you get there is by you, self-discipline, what you want. I'll get on the phone, I'll just tell them, I got a listing. Oh, I got this. Oh, how did he do it, Gus? Calling. So a leader shows by example. I can tell anybody what to do. But if you can ask Idelis, you can ask Roger, you can ask Chris, you can ask Leslie, you can ask whoever works with me. I'm there behind them 100%. I still show up property. Only because I sell whatever I sold doesn't mean I'm better than you. You know, if you have to be humble and keep working, and that's what that's what I tell them. You know, just set a plan, set a schedule. Now, I'm not gonna sit there and call you every day like I'm your mom setting the schedule. If you don't do it and you're crying to me in 2 months, oh Gus, I don't have a sale, I'm gonna tell you, I told you what to do. You have a person that sells, and you're not, use me as a tool. You know, that's what I'm here for. You know, just like George, you know, I go to George, and you know, when I have my own, you know, thoughts or whatever help I need in, if you have a person in the room that sells, why not talk to the person? When I worked at Douglas Salomon, I'll talk to the top producers there, and that's how I learn. I would, you know, if I had a problem, hey Ceci, or hey this, or hey Mike, or hey whatever. That's how you learn. You don't just sit there and expect things to happen. You know, like that's the whole point of my team. I told them, guys, use me. You know, Adelis, Roger, Chris, you know, they come to me all the time with objections or whatever issues they have. I answer it, and I go, but apply it. When you apply it, it's gonna work. Trust me, it works, because like I told you, the sellers, buyers, they'll have the same. It's all the same, guys. It's not gonna change. Rejection, all that's the same. But that's basically what I, you know, tell them to do, is just set a schedule, man. You know, if you don't set a schedule for yourself, like for me, I have Mondays are my buyers and follow-ups. Tuesday are my listing days. Wednesday are my buyers, focus on buyers. Thursday are my listing days. So I don't focus, because a lot of realtors start trying to do everything. When you start doing everything, then what happens? You're getting disorganized. And when you start getting disorganized, you're forgetting about the person you helped before. Then you start, trust me, I developed a system and it works for me, and it keeps me in line. And then on that buyer's day, I'll tell myself, okay, I'm gonna call my Zillow lead. You have to set a schedule. If you don't do that, I'm telling you, I don't care who you are, I don't care how dope you think you are, you're not gonna make it, because it's like a baby. You know, the parents put them to sleep at a certain time. Same thing. You have to do the same thing for yourself.
And let me ask you this: you said Monday, you know, prospecting Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
When do you have time for EMGM? What's their hashtag? What is that hashtag EMGM?
Bro, stop, George. Go.
It's an inside joke, guys. You know,
Erica.
Oh, okay. We're putting on. There's millions and millions of viewers here.
Millions of viewers. Let me see 7.
So guys, look, you know, I want to open up the end. You know, this is just to get a little bit of the mind of Gus. You know, it's, as you can see, he loves talking about it. He loves, you know, this is a guy that I knew he was going to be an incredible leader, which he's shown it already, and now he's going to be an incredible video guy. Watch, he's going to have his own blog. He's going to try to get more viewers than me, you know. But I want to open up to Q&A to the audience before we end, and we'll do another Q&A. We'll do it like having wine or something, you know. And an intimate session with a little candle here. Yeah. Guys, any questions? Mo, what's up? Talk to us. Ideali's questions.
Look, Mo's my prime example right now. Mo's my prime example. We had a buyer that was super rude, and he was so scared to talk to him and tell that guy what he thought, that when I sent him the first text, the guy respected us. I told him, don't talk to us in a condescending manner. I'm telling you guys, like, I even asked Mo, because Mo, you know, I like helping. I went up to him, I told him, look, I'll help you out with this buyer, because I saw he was having issues. And it wasn't it's just because he was having a hard time expressing himself, because a lot of, when you have your first couple of deals, you hold back. You hold back because you're thinking, oh my God, it's $10,000, $15,000. The minute you forget about the money, I promise you're gonna close a person. Remember, the money's there. It's always gonna be there, and people are always gonna be there, and that's always gonna change. But he's actually, look, Roger's calling me. He doesn't see me that I'm live. Oh, so sorry. I said, give me that damn thing.
No, but look, let me add on the on Marvin's thing there. I'll give you an example. Marvin came into his business not knowing anything, and I would turn the camera on, then it would be all crazy, but Marvin's back there, and he closed already deals. Like, this is a guy that came into the business already closing. And he could have easily said, you know what, I've done this pretty much, you know, I ask my questions on WhatsApp, I go to a training here and there, and he could have stayed home all day. And there's a lot of agents that way. They do 2 closings, boom, I'm good for the next couple months. I could work from my house, and hopefully somebody from my circle, from the gracious of God, comes and lands me. But he's here every single day. And if he wasn't here every single day, he wouldn't have spoken to Gus. He could have taken Gus' opinion. When you don't have business, it's so important that you're sitting in the office. Don't be at home. And then when you do have business, it's important you're in the office as well, so you can put more business and have your pipeline full. We're coming into Christmas now. If you guys are not prospecting like mad men, mad women right now, good luck in December. Good luck in January, because it's gonna slow down for the Christmas time, and that's when you should be prospecting your life away, especially now, so you have an incredible January or incredible February. Because people remember, in this business, Gus takes a vacation for 2 weeks. He's not gonna feel it. He's still closing 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, 4 weeks from now, 5 weeks from now. He's gonna feel it in 2 months, and you're like, why is it so slow right now? Everything you do is on a delayed reaction in this business. You slack off for a week, 6 weeks from now, 7 weeks from now, 8 weeks from now, you're gonna be like, damn, why is it slow this week? We're on a delay. So you gotta work your ass off. See, I curse, and I know we're doing cuss. You see what he does?
You said ass.
Yeah. So you gotta
Jackass.
prospect your freaking life away. So any other questions, comments? Broker Jay-Z's in the house back there, probably taking 5 videos and pictures, which I love, putting us out there. Ideally, any testimonials per se of what Gus was able to do in helping your confidence in, you don't have to get on camera. You could stay behind camera. Any testimonials on the confidence building or how you got over the hurdle? Because if you would have heard Ideali's at the beginning, I as a broker walked by and I was like, okay, I don't think lifestyle's gonna last that much longer, because the stuff that Idealis is saying is gonna get us in, the DVPR is calling me pretty soon. And not in a bad way, but like, she went from somebody not comfortable on the phone and scared, and that's an incredible testament, because most people get scared and it's resistance, boom, I'm out. Calling sucks, nobody picks up, they send me to hell, it doesn't work. BS, bullshit. That's the roadblock. You see, Gus? So, Ideally, how did you get over that hurdle, which 99% of this industry can't, of being able to call and be successful on getting on the phones?
No, my props to Gus. He has been the most influential person so far in my career, but it just comes down to tough love. When I come in with an excuse and I tell him I can't do this, or what are they gonna tell me if I do this, he just tells me just do it, just do the work. And it's really been that's the tough love. No excuses, no, this is your first year, you can't sell. Everything has been because of the tough love that he's given me, that's made me work harder to prove him.
There you go.
That's a testimony, and that goes. I think it goes, and Gus does have that tough love. He'll tell you how it is. He's a straight shooter, no sugarcoating, and I kind of, and it's something that I when we started Lifestyle, I was kind of like that nice love, and that's why I'll curse here and there, not because of Gus, but
you're like Drake.
I'll specifically pick those points, but I don't sugarcoat anymore. At first I was like, yeah, hoorah, hoorah. And now it's straight up. If you're not in the office, if you're not coming in, if you're not making the calls, and you're not or you're not happy, it's on you. It's not the tools. I keep these vlogs very neutral. I don't talk about the brokerage too much. But if you're not in whatever office you're at every single day, you're just cutting yourself short. So I'm gonna, cut this off. I usually try to keep this 15-20 minutes. I'm so grateful for you being here. The second vlog is coming in 2 weeks, so send in those questions. We'll get them back. But with wine, where the cursing is even worse. He actually did a great job today, guys. Thank you so much. I love you all, Gus. Thank you for being part of the show.
No kissing on the cheek?
No kissing on the cheek. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much. Take care.